Friends, do you know that most people in the world never become successful even after working hard all their life? There are some people who achieve extraordinary success. Why does this happen? The difference is not only in luck. The difference is in the mindset and that invisible power which most people do not understand. Imagine, if you get that exact formula with which you can control your thoughts and change your reality, attract your goals and truly live your dreams, then how will your life look like? Today's video will shake your mind from inside, because in this we will tell you those 8 hidden secrets which the most successful people in the world have secretly followed. You will learn how a burning desire is turned into unstoppable success, how your subconscious mind silently shapes your destiny, and how you can completely transform with your imagination and decision power. If you really want to change your life, if you want to get out of the average life and become extraordinary, then do watch this video till the end. Because if you miss even one concept, you may lose the opportunity which can change your entire life. And if you want to get such powerful and life-changing knowledge continuously, then subscribe to the Bookpedia channel now, because here not only videos but also your new identity is made. Chapter 8: Desire, the starting point of all achievement. It was 2:00 in the night. There was silence all around. But there was no sleep in a man's eyes, because there was a fire burning inside him. A fire which was not letting him sleep, which was not letting him sit peacefully. And this fire, this burning desire, was going to change his life forever. The only difference was that this man was not just like other people. He did not just want. He was obsessed to achieve his dreams. This is the first secret that every successful person has inside. Desire, but not an ordinary desire, but a crazy desire, which forces you to move ahead despite every pain, every struggle, every failure. Most people say, I want to be rich, I want to be successful. But the truth is that this is just a vague wish which has no clarity, no commitment, and that is why it never changes into reality. But when your desire is clear, when you know exactly what you want, how much you want and how long you want, then your mind starts working in the same direction. This is not magic. This is your subconscious mind which captures every thought of yours and finds ways to turn it into reality. Now imagine, if you have to remind yourself every day that I will achieve this, no matter what happens, then gradually this belief will sit so deeply inside you that your actions will start changing on their own. You will stop making excuses, you will stop procrastinating, and you will start changing into that person who is ready to do anything for his goals. This is the moment where your ordinary life starts becoming extraordinary. But the truth is that obstacles will definitely come in the way of desire. People will doubt you, circumstances will go against you, and many times you will feel that maybe this is not possible. But remember, if your desire is weak, then these obstacles will break you. But if your desire is strong, then these obstacles will make you more powerful. Every failure will give you a new lesson. Every setback will make you stronger, and gradually you will reach that level where success will become unavoidable for you. So the question is not what you want, the question is how desperate you are to get it. Are you just dreaming? Or are you eager to turn it into reality? Because the day your desire becomes so powerful that it will be greater than all your fears, doubts, and excuses, that day your victory will begin. Remember, the first step to success is not talent or luck. It is an unstoppable desire that pushes you forward until you turn your dreams into reality. Chapter 2: Faith, the invisible power that reprograms your mind, the invisible power that shapes your reality before it can be seen outside. Think. If you have a firm belief that I can do this, I will achieve this, then won't your actions be different? Will you be afraid of taking risks? Will you stop after the first failure? Not at all. Because when the belief is strong, then your mind stops looking for excuses and starts looking for solutions. This is the real power of faith. It programs your subconscious mind, and that subconscious mind decides the direction of your life. But the biggest question is, if faith is so powerful, then why don't most people have it? Because their mind is already full of negative beliefs. I can't do it. I don't have the resources. I don't have the luck. All these things gradually become a permanent truth, and a person starts living according to it. But the truth is that faith is not a gift. It is a skill that you can develop. When you talk positively to yourself again and again, when you visualize your goals, when you repeatedly signal your mind that I am capable, then gradually your subconscious mind starts believing it to be true. And as soon as this belief is set inside, your whole personality starts changing. Your body language changes, your confidence increases, and most importantly, you start bringing consistency in your actions. But keep in mind, faith does not mean that you will never have doubts. Doubt will come, fear will also come, But the difference is that faith gives you the strength to move forward despite that fear. It gives you a reason to get up every time you fall. It reminds you that your journey is not over yet. Now imagine, if you make yourself mentally strong every day, if you learn to control your mind, then gradually your reality will also start changing. Opportunities will come to you themselves because now you are ready to recognize them. In the end, always remember one thing: the world gives you what you believe in yourself. If you consider yourself weak, then the world will treat you the same way. But if you make an unshakable faith in yourself, then no challenge can stop you. Because the real victory is not outside, it is inside your mind first. And when you win your mind, then winning the whole world is just a matter of time. The secret language of your subconscious mind. Have you ever noticed what you talk to yourself all day? I can't do this. I always fail. My luck is bad. If these words go around in your mind again and again, then understand you are destroying your future without knowing it. Because your subconscious mind does not differentiate between truth and lie. It only believes what you tell it again and again. And this is the auto-suggestion, that hidden process which gradually turns every thought of yours into your reality. Imagine your mind is like a fertile land. Whatever seeds you put in it, that will grow. If you put negative thoughts, then fear, doubt and failure will grow. But if you put positive beliefs, then confidence, courage and success will grow. The only difference is that most people do not understand this process. They unknowingly keep feeding negativity in their mind and then complain that why their life is not changing. Auto-suggestion means to consciously give those thoughts to your mind that you want to see in your life. This is not limited to just saying affirmations. This is an emotional process. When you feel your goals, when you imagine that you have achieved them, when you feel the excitement of that success within you, then your subconscious mind starts considering it as real, and as soon as this belief becomes strong, your behavior automatically starts changing. But the truth is that in the beginning all this will seem fake. Your mind will resist. It will tell you that all this is a lie. You cannot do this, and this is the moment when most people give up. But those who overcome this resistance, those who consistently reprogram their mind, they gradually change their identity. Think about it. If every morning you tell yourself that I am powerful, I am capable, I am going to achieve my goals, and not just say it, but feel it deeply, then within a few days a new confidence will develop in you. You will start looking at challenges from a different perspective. You will not end failures but will start understanding feedback. Auto-suggestion is not a magic trick, it is a disciplined practice that teaches you to control your thoughts. And when your thoughts come under control, then your life also comes under control. In the end, a truth that will shake you: where your life is today is the result of your past thoughts, and your future life, what you think in your mind today, depends on it. So the question is, are you consciously programming your mind, or have you left it to random thoughts? Because remember, if you don't control your mind, then your mind will control you, and then your destiny will not be in your hands. Chapter 4: Specialized Knowledge, the hidden weapon of the successful. A truth that may seem a little uncomfortable to you. There are millions of educated people in the world, full of degrees but still living an average life. And there are some people who may not even have a formal education, but still achieve extraordinary success. Why is that? Because the difference is not just in knowledge, difference is in specialized knowledge. The knowledge that is directly connected to your goals, that separates you from the crowd. Think. If you know everything a little bit, then you will not be able to become a master anywhere. But if you go deep into the same field, you understand it, you live it, then you become a powerful player of that game. This is the mindset that successful people adopt. They do not collect random information, they build focused knowledge which supports their vision. Information is everywhere in today's time. Internet, books, videos, there is no shortage of knowledge. But the problem is that most people consume a lot but do not apply anything. They learn, then forget. Because they do not have the clarity what exactly they have to learn and why they have to learn. But when you have a clear goal, then you only absorb the knowledge that moves you forward. Imagine if you know which field you want to become an expert in, and you learn skills related to that field every day, you practice. Then in a short time you will reach that level where people will start taking you seriously. Opportunities themselves will come to you, because now you have become valuable and the world always rewards value. But one more powerful thing, you do not need to learn everything yourself. Successful people think that time is the most valuable asset. That is why they join those people who already have the knowledge they need. They look for mentors, create networks, because they know that the right guidance can make their journey fast. But there is also a trap here, a trap of perfection. Many people think that until I become completely perfect I will not start, and in this thought they never start. The truth is that knowledge becomes powerful only when it is transformed into action. Without action, even the most valuable knowledge is useless. So the question is not how much you know, the question is how you use what you know. Is your knowledge moving you forward, or is it just accumulating in your mind? Remember, the world does not reward those people who know everything. The world rewards those people who apply the right thing in the right way. The day you make your knowledge focused, practical and action-oriented, your growth will become unstoppable from that day. And then success will not just become a possibility, but an inevitable reality. Chapter 5 Imagination. Imagination. Where wealth is first created. Every big thing that you see in this world today was once just a thought, an imagination. Some big company, some luxury lifestyle, some breakthrough invention, all this was first born in someone's mind, then gradually transformed into reality. And this is the secret that most people underestimate. Imagination. Think, if you do not have imagination, what new can you create? You will only repeat what is already there. Those who change history, those who give the world a new direction, they use imagination. They do not look at things as they are, they look at them as they can be. Your mind uses imagination in two ways. One is synthetic imagination, where you combine existing ideas and create something new. And the other is creative imagination, where completely new ideas are born. And the most interesting thing is that this power is in every human being. The only difference is that some people use it and some people ignore it. But imagination is not just daydreaming. It is a powerful tool that, if used correctly, it can completely transform your financial and personal life. When you clearly imagine your goals, when you visualize that you have achieved it, then your subconscious mind starts considering that image to be real, and then it starts pushing you in the same direction. Imagine, if you look at your future self every day, the lifestyle that you want to live, the success that you want to achieve, and feel it with such clarity that it seems almost real, then what will happen? Gradually your behavior will start changing. You will start taking such decisions that support that future. You will start ignoring distractions because now you have a clear vision. But there is also a problem here. Most people use their imagination to create fear. They imagine that if they fail, what will happen? What will people say? Will they be embarrassed? And this negative imagination stops them from taking action. The truth is that imagination is neutral, is in your control. If you want, you can make it your biggest strength or your biggest weakness. The only difference is in which direction you use it. And remember, every successful person was a dreamer. He first made the picture in his mind, which later became reality. So now the question is, what are you doing with your imagination? Are you consciously designing your future, or are you fueling your fears? Because the day you control your imagination, from that day you will start designing not only your life but also your entire destiny. Chapter 6 Decision. The moment that defines your destiny. Indecision. You may have noticed that successful people take decisions very quickly and they are very slow in changing them. On the other hand, average people take a lot of time in making decisions and keep changing them again and again. The difference is not only in speed. The difference is in clarity and self-belief. When you have confidence in yourself, you stand with your choice no matter how tough the path is. Think, if you keep waiting for others' approval every time, will you ever be able to stand for your dreams? Because the world will always give its opinion. Some will say it is risky, some will say it is not possible. And if you listen to every voice, you will lose your voice. The real meaning of decision is to listen to your inner voice and to trust it. But the truth is that it is not easy to take a decision. There is risk, there is fear, and the biggest fear is of failure. If I am wrong, this question stops you. A deeper truth is that failure does not come from taking a decision. Failure comes from not taking a decision. Because when you do not decide, then you let life decide for you, and then you have no control. Imagine if you start taking small decisions confidently every day, what will happen? Gradually your mind will become strong, you will learn to handle uncertainty, and most importantly, you will start taking action. Because decision is the bridge that turns thoughts into reality. Without decision, all your dreams are just dreams. One more powerful thing, successful people are not afraid of their mistakes. They know that every wrong decision will teach them something, and that same lesson will help them make better decisions. That is why they do not stay stuck. They keep moving. Now ask yourself a question. Are you the driver of your life or just a passenger? Are you deciding your own direction, or are you going where the circumstances take you? Remember, destiny is not a random accident. It is the result of your decisions. Every small decision, every big decision gradually makes the pattern of your life. And the day you make decisiveness your habit, from that day on your life will come under control. Because winners are not those who have the best opportunities. Winners are those who have the courage to make bold decisions at the right time and do not look back. Chapter 7: Persistence, the painful path that separates winners from quitters. Do you want to hear the truth? Most people do not lose, they just leave it in the middle. And this is the invisible line that separates winners and quitters. Persistence: in the beginning, everyone is excited. They set goals, make plans, and are highly motivated. But as soon as the reality comes out, problems begin, results are delayed, and most people break. Because they want success but without struggle. Imagine you are walking on a path where everything is smooth in the beginning. But as you go a little further, the path becomes difficult. Obstacles come, people start doubting you, and you start doubting yourself. This is the moment where your persistence is tested. Will you stop? Or will you keep moving forward despite the pain? The truth is that success is not an instant result. It is a process that takes time, patience, and most consistency. But the problem is that we are used to instant gratification. We want everything fast. And when we do not get results immediately, we assume that maybe it will not work, and then we leave it. But those who understand persistence, they know that every setback is temporary. They do not consider failures as an end, they consider them as feedback. When one way does not work, they try another way. But they keep the goal. This mindset separates them from others. You must have seen that all the successful people in history have faced countless failures, but they kept one thing in common. They never gave up. Because they knew that if they kept going, they would eventually win. Persistence does not mean that you will never doubt, it means that you do not stop despite the doubt. Now imagine if you keep progressing little by little every day. No matter how small the step is, where will you be after a few months? You will reach the level where average people can never, because they gave up in the middle. But there is also a harsh truth. Persistence is not easy, it requires discipline, it requires mental strength. And most importantly, it requires a strong reason that pushes you to move forward in every difficulty. If your why is weak, you will give up soon. But if your why is strong, no obstacle will be able to stop you. So now the question is, when the next time life tests you, when you feel that you can't do it anymore, what will you do? Will you give up like a crowd? Or will you prove to yourself that you are different? Remember, only those who persist till the end win. Talent, luck, resources, all these come later. The real game is of persistence. The day you master this skill, your success will be determined from that day. Because the world can't stop those people who don't even know how to give up. Chapter 8: The Sixth Sense, Unlocking the Inner Voice of Genius. Have you ever had a strong feeling from within as if a voice is guiding you? And when you followed it, everything went right unexpectedly. And has it ever happened that you ignored that inner voice and later regretted it? This is the sixth sense, that invisible intelligence which is much more powerful than your conscious mind. But most people never understand it. Most of our life is based on logic, data, and analysis. And this is necessary. But there are some decisions where despite having all the information, you don't get clarity. The sixth sense works there. This is not magic. This is the highest level of your subconscious mind which connects your past experiences, your beliefs, and your imagination and gives you a direction. But the problem is that we have forgotten to listen to this inner voice. We have created so much noise, social media, people's opinions, constant distractions, that our voice is suppressed. And until you learn to listen to that voice, you won't be able to unlock your true potential. Imagine, if you learn to calm your mind, if you spend some time alone with your thoughts every day, then slowly you will start feeling that inner guidance. Won't be loud all of a sudden. It will be a subtle signal, a feeling. But if you don't ignore it, it will help you make the right decisions, help you identify the right opportunities. Another deep truth: the sixth sense is activated when your mind is positively programmed. If your subconscious fear is filled with doubt and negativity, then your inner voice will tell you to stay safe, to stay away from risk. But when your mind is filled with confidence, faith, and clear vision, then your intuition pushes you in the direction of growth. Successful people often say, "I just had a gut feeling." And that feeling helps them make decisions that other people don't understand. This is not coincidence. This is the result of their trained mind. They didn't ignore their sixth sense, they learned to trust it. Now ask yourself a question. Are you living your life on the basis of logic, or are you giving space to your inner voice? Because the real power comes when logic and intuition work together. Remember, you already have the intelligence that can show you the right path. You just have to learn to listen to it, to trust it. The day you unlock your sixth sense, you will no longer be a part of the crowd. You will become the person who makes his own path, who is not afraid to make decisions, and who consciously designs his destiny. Because the real genius is not outside, it is hidden inside you. You just have to wake it up. Conclusion: you don't need big things to change your life. You just have to change your thinking. When your desire starts burning, faith becomes strong, your mind programs in the right direction, your imagination becomes clear, decisions become bold, persistence becomes unstoppable, and you learn to listen to your inner voice. Then success is no longer a dream, it becomes your reality. The only difference is whether you leave these principles just by listening to them or apply them in your life. Because knowledge is not power, applied knowledge is the real power. If you decide to change yourself from today, then believe me, in a short time your life will become as you imagined it to be. And then you will understand that the real wealth is not only in money, but in the person you have become.